Hi, Monique Head here. Welcome. Listen, I just got back from Michigan from visiting my mom, and I wanted to cut a quick video for you. If you're a part of my email community and my email list, then you know I mentioned that, hey, we're building an audience for you. Cool. I wanted to share that, I went to go visit my mother. So my husband John and I went to Michigan just this weekend. It was a very, very, very short trip, and it's just that my mother's moving, so we were available to help. So here's the thing. Oh my goodness. We have been wanting to do an sale for her for such a long time. And number one, who does an estate sale in January? But anyway, we got there Friday evening. Friday evening, we posted some pictures on Craigslist. Saturday, we did an estate sale. Sunday, we also did an estate sale. And it was just, oh my gosh, it was just so, so crazy. First of all, there's a big garage, and there's a point to this story, but I want to go through the story first so you can really understand my point in sharing this with you. So we went there, posted some pictures on Craigslist, and I was like, you know what, we should probably clean off these things. Like there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done before we can begin to have an estate sale. And I'm so happy that my man was there to be like, no, we don't need to do none of that. We need to post these pictures and move on, right? So the masculine, the systems and the structures was available for me in that moment, me and my mom. So we were tired because we drove down there because really my purpose was to go pick up some things that I wanted for, our own home, and like some plates and dishes and some heirlooms and things like that. And Friday we posted pictures. Good thing, great thing actually, because someone expressed interest in it the next day. So when Saturday finally rolled around, I wasn't sure if people were actually going to show up again because it's Michigan winter, it's January, and people did. People showed up. People showed up out the woodwork, And you know what? There were moments because I was so sick. Actually, I was really sick, so I had the house duty. I would go to the garage for a minute, stop in if people would stop in to greet some of the visitors, greet some of the guests. But I was through. Girl. I'm telling you, I could not have done that without two people. Number one was my husband, and then number two was this woman who stopped by. But anyway, here's what I'm saying. Here's what I want you to know. When I went into the garage, first of all, it's really a 4-car garage. I mean, it's really, really massive. And it was so disorderly. You just kind of put stuff from one house to the next and you just throw it in the garage. You know what I'm talking about. So there were moments when I would just go into the garage and I would look like, no, I can't do this. I don't even know where to start. And when people would come into the garage, I felt embarrassed. Like I didn't even want to be there because it wasn't orderly. It wasn't tidy. I just didn't feel like we even qualified. So here's why I'm sharing this with you. It's because oftentimes when it comes to owning your influence, owning your feminine allure, positioning yourself, feeling like you are prepared and ready for a relationship, what I notice is that a lot of times maybe you or a friend that you know, or women like you, if you are attracted to me and my message, one of the things that I know for many women, it doesn't matter what stage you are in life, if you're a single woman, you feel like you want to lose weight, get a job, change a job, get your apartment, buy a house, all these things that you feel that you need to do in order to qualify for your relationship, because you want to feel like you are bringing something of value. And trust me, you are bringing something of value. Your feminine allure is that society that men really want and they are drawn to because it's something that's so rare, it's so refreshing. So don't feel like you need to lose weight. You need to do all of these things that need to be in order before you qualify for your man, because guess what? Your man will show up. Listen, when those people came to the house in January for an estate sale in Michigan winter, some people were there. Like they would, and like some people would come through. They were willing to look through the mess, shift through the garbage in order to really get to the treasure. And some people would pop up, look through around, and then ghost. They would be gone. So I say that to say that, listen, when you are positioning yourself, as you are moving, because the dots connect when you put the pencils to the paper, not when you're thinking in your head about, oh, I got to do this and I got to do that and I do that. And then he's going to come while you're still in the house. No, it's not going to happen. You have to be positioning yourself right now. And I mentioned in a video on this Facebook page here about what you can do right now to position yourself to meet and attract your high caliber man. But here's what I want you to know too, because we were so overwhelmed. It was just 3 of us. My other brothers weren't available that weekend. And it was just, I'm telling you, it was a massive project. So this woman came up. And so she was like, hey, are you such and such and such and such? Because she knows my mom from the community. And my mom was like, yeah, da 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 da. And so this woman, she was like, yeah, you guys need to do this and do that. And then she started telling us what we needed to do to really get organized. And so she was like, I said, well, are you like a professional organizer? She's like, no, I just like to keep things tidy. I just really like to organize and do stuff. You're still spreading the word. Okay, cool. Thank you, Facebook. It's telling me that keep going. We're telling your followers to join you in your video. But anyway, so this woman popped up and she's telling us what we need to do. And next thing you know, she was like, hey, go get a garbage bag and get you what do you call it? A broom and what do you call it? Every time I get on Facebook Live, I'm like absent for word. The thing that you used to, when you're using a broom and the pickup thing for the broom. Somebody help me out if you're watching this right now. You know what I'm talking about. The sweeper thing, the dustpan. Thank you. The dustpan. That's what it was. So John's looking at me like, this lady about to help us clean up. And I'm like, I know. I know. Listen, when you're on your journey, here's my point. Here's my point. When you are on your journey, and you are owning your influence and you are positioning yourself and you're not waiting to clean up the furniture like I was about to, because that's going to keep you stuck. You're not waiting to say, oh, I got to lose weight. I got to get more money. I got to get my house, because that's going to keep you stuck. That's going to keep you in limbo and really just under the grip of fear. Now, let me say this. If you feel like you need to buy your home, go to school, do all these things because to not do those things would feel out of integrity to you, like it's an affront to your soul, to your being, then you want to do that because you want to honor the woman that you are and you want to act in integrity. However, if you're using that as an excuse, like I was, like, man, we got to clean up this stuff, and I like to have things look nicely. Like I wanted it to be merchandised so that it would be easy for the people to come in. But you don't have to make it easy for people, because listen, you don't have to make it easy for your man, because listen, I'm telling you, when you are positioning yourself, when you're owning your influence, your man will come through, just like those visitors did, just like those customers for the Esesa that we have in Michigan, right? In Michigan winter, in the middle of January, because people sometimes have cabin fever, so they were just kind of walking by. But anyway, this woman has spent a significant amount of time there, right? And we were like, she was like, well, I got to go because my coat is getting dirty. And I'm like, baby, we should hire her. Like, let's ask if we could hire her. And so, and I said, well, can we hire you? Because we need your help, and we don't really know what we're doing. Like, we could struggle and try to figure it out, because my mind doesn't work that way. It's not very linear. I'm more of an idea person. So it's great to have someone like her to come in and say, well, okay, you want to put the mattresses here so they can be visible. You want to put the clothes over here. You want to put the jewelry over here, the knickknacks, videos, DVDs, all these other stuff. So she was like, well, yeah, you got to get my gas to and from. I was like, is that all she wants, is gas money? Like, we got to compensate this woman. So we were like, okay, if you come back, we'll pay you. And she came back that day, and that lady was a worker. Let me tell you, that lady was a worker, and we could not have done it without her. We could not have done it without her. So that night, I think we finished up. It got dark about 6 o'clock or so. We probably finished up we were out there till about 8 o'clock or so, right? Then she came the next day, because I think John told her, I was in the house because I was sick. I was a different level sick, let me tell you. So I think John told her to come back. We're going to start at 8. Maybe John and my mom said, hey, we're going to start at 8 o'clock. Excuse me. And so she was like, I'll be here tomorrow, but not at 8. That woman came at 8:30. We were still in bed. You hear me? We were still in bed, and she came through for us. And she stayed till about 3:30. And she was outside in the cold. She didn't take a break. We paid her well. And we paid her, and she was like, wow, that's a lot. And I'm like, listen, you deserve this, woman. So here's why I'm telling you this. Girlfriend. When you're on your journey, number one, here's what I want you to know. Number one, you don't have to do anything to feel like you must pre-qualify, like to feel like you qualify in order to position yourself for your man. Well, you got to position yourself, right? That's really what you have to do. But you don't have to do anything else. Like when I said I wanted to clean up first, we were cleaning up and tidying and organizing the place as the estate sale was happening, as people were walking up. And yes, some people were really interested because they could see the treasures, and some people were like, nah, I need this to be merchandised. So I don't really want to have to go through all this stuff. That's okay. That's okay. That's totally fine. You only need one now, okay? And it's good if you have a couple men on your roster anyway, as you're in the sort of like the phase until you select one that you're really drawn to, and someone that you feel is deserving, and someone that you really believe in, and who also believes in you, and who is excited about you too, okay? Number two, as you're on your journey, so that's number one. Don't feel like you have to get qualified in order to be this alluring woman. Number two, get started, right? Because just like this woman, as we were positioning ourselves, as we posted the sign, we didn't even do any like mailers. We just posted something on Craigslist, and we posted a sign on the mailbox to say, hey, we're having an estate sale. Come on through. My mom went to the dollar store and got a couple balloons. And as you do that, people will come. What's this? Okay. People will come, right? Your man will come. If you think that you're not meeting any quality man, number one, you have to understand it's a numbers game too, okay? Everyone's not going to purchase, just like everyone's not going to be interested, and that's cool. Number two, but the people who are interested, the men who are interested in you, you will know. And don't shun them away. Be like, well, I ain't ready yet. Just like I ain't ready yet. Number three, you got to have support and people on your team who know what they're doing. Because I didn't know anything. I'm telling you, when I went to the garage, I was like, I can't do this. I quit. I quit. And that's what some of you are saying. You're like, man, this is just so hopeless. Like, is this even possible for me? Is it possible for me to come in here and get this garage, this 4-car garage fixed? Like, can we get it organized in this amount of time? Well, number one, understanding this is a little process. Number two, understanding you can't do it alone. And as you're moving on your journey, God will come in and place somebody in your orbit, in your area, to be able to support you and to help you to move along. Maybe that person for you, maybe it's me. Maybe you haven't been assigned to me. I don't know. But if you feel really drawn to my message, if you feel called to what I'm saying here in this message today, if you feel, text me. Everybody want to text when I get on the, sorry, are you there? Okay. Somebody texted me and then went to the text message. So what was I saying? I was saying maybe if you've been assigned to me, right, as meaning that you want my support on your journey to alluring womanhood, right, to really own your influence, position yourself so that you can magnetize your man, have a beautiful life, go have someone to experience life with. I'm telling you, if my man wasn't there, I would have been like, Mom, what we gonna do? And just moaning and whining and feeling hopeless, because I'm telling you, that's not my forte. And maybe feminine allure isn't your forte, but you want it to be, and you really want it to be in this pursuit. And I would love to support you. I want to support you. If you want to allow yourself to be supported, just like when we saw that woman come through, we were like, look, we got to latch onto this woman right now. And because my mom's going to need support too when we're not there. So that's what I want you to know. That having an amazing love life with an amazing man that you believe in, a deserving man who's, you're excited about and who's excited about you too, is for you, because it's not good for man to be alone. That's what scriptures say. Okay. The Feminine Allure Academy is open for enrollment. We're going to start February 16th. That's a Thursday, 2 days after Valentine's Day. Listen, I'm also doing an orientation call soon. Today's the 31st. So if you know that this is for you, or you don't know, because you don't even know what the Feminine Allure Academy is, go ahead and send me an email, because I have some Woman of Decision bonuses that are ending today. Okay. Monique at feminineallureacademy.com. Put in the subject line, let's talk. And just tell me what it is that you want. Tell me what it is that you want, why you want it, what's your urgent challenge right now. And if we were having a conversation 12 months from now, tell me what would success look like for you, okay? And then we can set up a time to actually talk, and I can lay out a plan for your next steps, whether or not you're a good fit for working with me, whether or not you have been assigned to me as your client and me as a mentor, as a coach, to really propel you into the next level of your life. Because we all need to be supported. I thank God for Misty. That's her name, Misty. I thank God for her. I'm telling you, John and I were like, praise God, because this is what we came through. And I'm telling you, the man who is for you is waiting to come through to help you, right? And sometimes he might, I'm telling you, girl, your life can change. Like, you can walk out the house and go to the gas station right now, go to the grocery store, at the stoplight, whatever in your life can change. Will you be ready? Will you accept it? Or will you feel like you have to be qualified and that you have to clean up the garage like I did? You have to dust off the furniture like I did. Or do you feel like you can be doing those things as you're building something, as you're building a life with someone? That's possible for you. I believe in you. I want you to know that I'm here for you. So let me know if the Feminine Allure Academy is a 12-month group coaching program. We start February 16th. This is open to 15 exceptionally, amazingly wonderful women and alluring women. And if it's really piquing at your heart, if you feel like working with me is what you want to be supported because you know that you can't do this alone, if you know that you're kind of feeling hopeless and you're just like, what the heck? When is it going to be my time, God? Like, what you got for me? When is it going to be my time? Allow yourself to be supported. Give yourself permission to be supported. Okay? So I just wanted to share that quick message with you because I feel like it was such a good fit. My body's exhausted, but I got an appointment that I'm about to roll to right now. But know that I love you, and we will chat soon. Take care. Bye.